back. You see me? Let me move this. Let me set this up. Alright. Alright, let's see if this works. So yeah. So I just wanted to talk about pricing. I made a video on pricing last time, and I just wanted to get more in depth with it because last I talked about it in my consumption versus production video, but I just wanted to get more. I wanted to get more in depth with it because I think I just kind of brushed over. I talked about it, but I'm not sure if y'all was really following me. So I'm gonna just run through it again. I just had to write myself a note because I want to make sure that I touch on the topics that we talk about. So yeah. So pricing. So what is pricing? Pricing just determines how bad an individual wants something. Okay. Because again, talking about being a producer versus being a consumer, and y'all know how that works together, that union, because people only produce things so that they have the ability to consume things, right? This is why we go to work, again. So, for anybody out here trying to start their own or trying to be more of a producer, right? Someone, you want to have the means to produce so that you can consume and sustain yourself, right? So pricing, whatever it is that you make, whatever you price it at, right? I want you to remember again that a high price is going to cause more resistance, and that's cool if that's part of your strategy, okay? And then a low price is going to have less resistance, and it's going to do more in volume, okay? Now that's that. So price determines how bad an individual wants something. We talked about cars before. Like let's use Bentleys for example. They cost $100,000 or a couple $100,000, right? So they're not going to sell as many because it's just a high price. It's going to cause more resistance. It's, it's a lot of people trying to make it in America. So a lot of people are, even if they do have the means to purchase those cars, they might utilize it on something else. Like maybe they might put that money towards a house or something like that, which that's neither here nor there. But the price determines how bad somebody wants something, okay? So, why? Because they don't have to buy it, okay? There's plenty of alternatives out here. There's plenty of options. You see what I'm saying? If something is, the best thing about this planet is there's always options. If somebody makes something that you want but it's too expensive for you, you could buy the same thing. You might be able to find the same thing at a better value out here because there might be someone out here who's doing that. Now let's take a competitor of Bentley, right? Let's take somebody in the car industry. Let's talk about Hondas, right? Hondas is in the same industry. Now they don't sell. They don't, to my knowledge, I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments or whatever, but they don't really make a high-end, custom, handmade car like Bentleys do. But they make a good, serviceable, valuable car or cars at a price point that a lot of people out here think is very valuable. And it's not free, it's not, but it's affordable for a lot of people. So they do more in volume, okay? So again, price determines how bad an individual wants something because they're going to have to make sacrifices to spend that money, okay? Because there's so many different things. When you have money, you can spend it on so many different things out here, right? Things that you enjoy. But you only spend it on the things that you think that you need most, okay? So let's talk about the intangibles, okay? Intangibles are things like love, companionship, the the freedom to, what did I say? Love, companionship. Anytime you want to learn a new skill, anytime you want to think for yourself, or you want to be able to share ideas with other people. These are things that are effects of the things that might happen to you. Okay, things like like companionship, for example. Right? You don't have to spend money to all the time to have a good relationship with somebody. Okay, you don't have to spend not a dollar. You can have a good relationship with somebody, but that price is going to be paid in other ways. It's not going to be paid in monetary. It's going to be paid in terms of time. The time spent. Was the time spent enjoyable? Okay. Was the energy exerted? Was it worth it? You know what I mean? Was the communication good? Was the activity that was shared fun? You know, like you could go outside and go jogging. I'm on the trail right now. There's groups of ladies out here who go jogging with their friends. It don't cost no money, you know, but they enjoy each other's company, and they communicate, and they hang out. They have a good time. They might even share knowledge and information, right? Because you share knowledge with people that you think that they might like, or you think that they might appreciate based on how they are, right? So things that are intangible, you pay prices for them in terms of how much time, how much energy, and how dedicated you are, how committed you are, how devoted you are. And that's how you pay for intangibles. So the last thing I think I wanted to talk about in this video was talking about the time, right? So what is time? So a lot of people make money. They make money by they go to work and they're on a hourly wage, right? But you could go to work and you could finish the job in a smaller amount of time than was allotted for you, right? So now you at work and your work's done. So now either you got to find something else to do, or you got to go home, right? Because if you stay longer, then now you stealing money, right? Or the third thing you could do is you could just take longer, okay? But if you're taking longer, when something could really be done in a smaller amount of time, now you're being inefficient, okay? So, I mean, it's all about how you look at things, but, you know, if you can get the job done as fast as possible and go about your business, then why wouldn't you do that? But then a lot of people they need the money, so they'll be inefficient on purpose so that they can get the money that they need. Okay? But so let's talk about time again. Time related to work. It's not the amount of time that you take to produce something that determines the price, okay? Because the customer, they don't care how much time went into making the product or service. They don't care how much money you spent, right, in order to assemble the product or service. They don't care about none of that. They only care about how much they think it's worth to them. So if you make something and you set a price, if I make a CD, right? I rap. If I make a CD and I say it's $20, it's gonna be some people out here who gonna say, who gonna buy it and say it's worth it, and there's gonna be some people who not gonna buy it. You see what I'm saying? They alone determine that. Okay? So it's not how long you take to do a task. It's not how much money was invested into producing something that determines the price on it. It's the value that the consumer thinks that it's worth. So I just wanted to put that out there for everybody looking to try to come up. Everybody trying to architect their life, right? Because I talked about this before. Time is the most important commodity that we have on this planet, right? And you spend it, you can't get it back. Money, you could get it back. You see what I'm saying? You make some, you lose some. You could have it all, you could lose it all. You know what I'm saying? But you could get it back. But time, you can't get it back, man. When your time's up, man. So I just want y'all to really think about this thing. One strategy that I thought about was just, I mean, you tell me, man. You tell me. Was focusing on producing products. Not saying there's nothing wrong with the service industry and stuff like that. But sometimes the services, they gotta stay open a certain time. Or like, if you want a massage, they got massage parlors. First thing that come to my head. If you want a massage, they do it based on time. I give you a massage for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to do that work for that time. But if you do a product, it don't matter how much time you put into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's use rap for example. It could take somebody 5 minutes to write a verse. You know what I'm saying? It takes somebody 5 minutes to write a verse, and some people is getting thousands of dollars for writing a verse. And then it could take somebody else a week to write a verse. You know what I mean? And they might not get nothing. You know what I'm saying? They might put more time, more effort. You know what I'm saying? They might have put more thought in behind making their verse. But again, it don't matter how much time, how much effort, how much energy, how much knowledge you put into producing something. Okay? It's only about how the consumer feels about what that product is worth or what that service is worth. So I just want to leave you with that, man. So I hope you're having a good day. If you're not, I hope this did something for your spirit. And appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. If you got any topics y'all need me to, y'all want me to go on, you want to hear about, or you want to get more educated on, just let me know, man. It's Ash Greasy. I'm out. Thank you for rocking with me.